like understood only looking backwards. As things are happening, we don't like take too much like of it. Like, oh yeah, this happened and everything. It's only like when as time goes on, we reach a different place in our life and we look back, our perspectives change and we see things that we didn't see before and everything. And it's like, looking back, like, yes, my life up until like, recently, and who knows, like, I'm not even sure now, like, it has been controlled to a very large degree, things that have happened. Like, I've been made to believe, or they want me to believe this, they want me to believe that. Like, like, potentially, like, the way I look at it, this is like one belief that I have, or not, like a possibility in a sense. We're all the center of our own universe. Like, the nature of God, the infinite. Like, it's beyond our understanding, but in a sense, it's like the same spirit, you know, like essentially broke itself up into all these infinite possibilities of experience in a sense. And like, the whole nature of time itself is an illusion. It's like each individual spirit, like each individual part of this soul, this one soul, is experiencing itself at the same time. It's experienced itself. Everything that can happen has already happened, in a sense. Like, is about becoming aware to this game, this cosmic game in a sense, and like this cosmic script. It's like we're living out a movie in a sense. Like, like the creators, like we were created in the image of the creators, in a sense, in the image of the creator. And it's like, what do we as humans do? We write stories. We make music, we make movies, we make games and stuff. Like, we're imitating the creator. The created is imitating the creation, the creator in a sense. Like, everything is all connected, especially this modern world. Like, look at the progress we've made, so-called progress in, like, the past, like, maybe 100, 200 years and everything. This is not the same world that was like maybe 300 years ago, without a doubt. Like, things have changed, like knowledge, the explosion of information and everything. People are becoming aware in the sense of what really might be going on in a sense. And like, like even this whole talk of pole shift, they say, oh yeah, scientist says this and everything. Like, after seeing everything, well, I haven't seen everything, but based on what I've seen, I take science with a grain of salt. Like, maybe, like they say, oh yeah, pole shift is natural. How do we really know for sure? Like, for all we know, these scientists are all puppets, in a sense, telling us, oh yeah, like, pole shift is a natural occurrence in a sense, but it could be a giant smoke screen to like make it seem as natural as possible, when like whatever, like who knows what's coming, in a sense. Like, ideally, like hopefully nothing happens, life goes on. That would be the ideal and everything. But at the same time, there's all these different things happening that cannot be ignored. Like, what is the solution to this, in a sense? Like, what is the solution? Like, I feel like this is just me personally, but I feel one of them is awareness. Don't be caught off guard, because, like, if you're still trapped, like, in a sense, in like that normal way of thinking, like, you gotta question everything. You gotta question everything. The TV shows that you watch, like, look, even on the Super Bowl, like, they have references to aliens, like all sorts of different things in the Super Bowl ads. Like, what are they, like, is that subliminal messaging to try and get us ready, like, for something real that's coming, or is it just subliminal messaging to make us, like, like prepare us for like whatever new lie they're going to try and feed us? Like, some interesting things I heard, like someone told me that, like, the Russians, they actually did an experiment, like, where they put all these scientists together in one area, like in solitary confinement. They tried to figure out, like, can humanity actually exist, without war? And this is what the conclusion they found out: war needs to exist for governments to exist. That's something. And like, what is the one absolute guarantee of war? Death. War will guarantee that people are going to die, in a sense. So, that's something to really think about. All these people who want to wage war, like, be it a covert war, a spiritual war going on, like an interdimensional war, an alien war, all these things, like, like, whatever happens, don't fear it, don't fear it. Like, that's my opinion, in a sense. Like, all these people, like, they're not necessarily evil. They're just totally misguided. These people who pray for war, they're misguided. They need love, in a sense. They need to know what love is. And like, by remaining silent about this, like, it's not going to help anyone. They have to know, like, they're in a trance, like, just as much as those other people who are totally unaware. Even if they're aware of certain things, it's like they've been possessed in a sense by dark entities, interdimensional entities, demons, alien spirits, whatever you decide to call them, reptilians. In a sense, we're all reptile. Look at human, like, the progress of like human life in a sense. When we start at the embryonic stage, everyone, we're anamorphous. Like, there's nothing, like, we're not male or female in a sense. Like, we start off as almost like a tadpole, like something not really like human in a sense, but then it turned, like, this little embryo turns into a human being. We're all from the same source. So, like, like all these people saying, oh, we gotta wage war against this, there's gonna be a zombie apocalypse, blah 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 blah. Like, no, 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 that's what they want. That's what they want. They want fear, they want mass confusion. The key to survive this is you have to be aware. You have to notice what's going on, be aware of everything around you, and, like, sort through certain, like, the information that you see. You got to really, like, use inner discernment, and come from a place of love. That's my opinion. Like, who knows, like, maybe all this is some big massive conspiracy. It could be from China for all we know, because there was, like, recent evidence, the Magi and everything, the three wise men who visited baby Jesus and everything. Supposedly there's new evidence that they came from China, and, like, there's talks that, like, some of the principles of Jesus, the way and everything, or Yeshua, whatever you want to call him, in a sense. Like, and, there's some people who even believe that, oh no, like, Jesus was all a big lie, it was a parable and everything. But, regardless on what you believe, like, there is truth to that. Like, what he came to show us, in a sense. Love yourself and love your brothers and sisters and everyone around you as you love yourself. And, he knew it, so what did they do? They killed him, in a sense. Or, like, like, he didn't die, in a sense, because no one really truly dies. That death itself is an illusion. That's what I firmly believe. Like, the way we go through life, like, it's not what we thought it was. Life is not what we thought it was. Everything, it's been all controlled. Like, we're all force fed, essentially. Like, this is the way you got to see the world and everything. But what if, like, you were to say, you know what? Like, I have a different idea. Things are different. Life doesn't have to be this way, you know? Like, and what does it all boil down to for me? Keep an open mind, open heart, And then that's, like, how I choose to navigate through all this, madness and confusion, this information, Because, like, it's whatever we believe, It's not a lie if you believe it. It's not a lie if you believe it, in a sense. Like, like, who knows? Like, maybe it's China, the art of war and everything. They're trying to take over the world without firing a single shot, perhaps. Like, that could be it. Like, but you see, that's the problem. Domination and everything. It's not supposed to be about domination. It's supposed to be about setting people free. True freedom, freedom from all this. Like, oh yeah, you got to make a living and everything. But money is so illusionary, in a sense. It was created by people so that they could control others. That's not how we were supposed to live. And, like, look at this consumer society we live in now. Like, this is not right. Like, what is this? What is this? Like, but, it's not like we're not supposed to get angry at it. We're just supposed to, wake up, become aware. Like, don't be in a trance anymore. Like, don't be in a trance anymore. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. You know? I feel like that's all I have to say for now. So remember, what's the greatest force? This is one thing that I know. I know. The greatest force in the universe is love. Love is what created everything. A great love for everyone and everything. And that's what, I think we need. We need love. That's the only way to, like, truly, like, sift through everything. That's all I have to say. Remember, be love. Peace.